Are there any benefits of solo motorcycle traveling? It might be. It is definitely not for everyone, but once you've done it, I seriously doubt that you will ever go back again to the group riding. In this video, I'll tell you why. So if you have nothing to do, grab your favorite drink and stay with me. Welcome back, guys. Of course, now I will expect some reactions and comments. Pavlin, what you talking about? I don't want to travel alone. I want my company. I feel safer. It is more fun during the evenings. You can have drinks here and there. You can eat together. I can receive help if I need to. Whoa. Do whatever is good for you, man. The idea of this video is not to change the way you travel or to convince you in anything. It is just to show you some facts that you might have been missed. As I said, do whatever is good for you. But with the years, I start to really appreciate my time more and more. My father used to say that the life is like the roll of toilet paper. The less it has left, the faster it spins. And because he's a clever man, I cannot disagree with this statement. One of the main arguments of the group travelers is that it is safer. But I can tell you immediately a few examples, and I will, that in most of the cases, 99% of the cases, you will risk a lot. And it doesn't matter in what position you're riding, leader, on the far behind, or somewhere in the middle. It's always the same. It is riskier than to travel alone. Let me explain you why. If, for example, you're the leader of the group, you have to look on the GPS all the time to make sure that you're going on the right way, because any mistake will cost the whole trip to turn left, right, U-turn or whatever. In some places might not be possible. Also, you have to checking the mirrors all the time to make sure that everybody is on the line, that everybody is behind you, or at least 2-3 motorcycles behind you. Then they have to look their mirrors to make sure that the people behind are also there. And not only this, but you have to have a very precise speed that will allow all members of the group to follow you. Not too fast, not too slow. So all of this will be constantly on your mind. GPS, mirrors, mirrors, GPS, GPS, mirrors, mirrors, GPS. If you use a Bluetooth communication system, and probably you will, you have the obligation to inform everyone behind you what is the condition of the road. Is there any potholes, construction work, junctions, dangerous places, or so on and so on. So all the time you have to give them directions to make sure that everyone is going on the right way, to checking the mirrors that there are no people who are left behind. You have to inform them about all the danger on the road, but who is going to look after you? I'm sure that you did not even think this way. So you might be the best rider of the world with very good skills, but sooner or later, in the best scenario, you'll be tired. But I can bet that you will be even pissed off from at least a few members of the group. And now you can say, well, we're a very strict group. We have our boss and we follow always him. Yeah. But after a few days riding, the mistakes are happens, and sometimes people want to follow. They want to do everything, but they just cannot, or they made a mistake. So all of this will combine together and will hit you in the head like a big hammer. Now, of course, you might say, Pavlin, you're too negative. No, I'm not. I've seen all of this happening. The other day, a friend of mine went to a 10-day trip around the country with a group. And I asked him yesterday, actually, how was the trip? And he said, the worst vacation that I ever had. Let's say that you're a lucky guy, you don't need to lead the group, you're riding somewhere in the middle. So all of this, more or less, is the same. You still need to look on the mirrors for the people behind you. You still need to be careful for the people in front of you. All of the rules are about the same. And now you might even say, okay, Pavlin, but I'm riding last. I don't need to look after anyone behind me. And this will put you even in worse position, because most of the time you have to catch the guys in front of you. And it will be extremely difficult and sometimes even dangerous when you enter big cities, because sometimes the traffic light might cut you and then you have to ride very fast to catch them. And even if you have Bluetooth communication system, if you are far behind, it's just stop. You don't know where they are, so you'll ride fast. You'll risk a lot. So as I said, it is more or less the same. Of course, the worst position is the leader, but everyone behind got some obligations and some problems. Another also very big danger is imitation. In every motorcycle riding group around the world, it doesn't matter where, there will be some experienced riders and some that do not have the same skills. So this will put all the riders with less skills in very dangerous position, especially when the experienced riders ride faster on the twisty roads, they tilt a lot, and all of the young guys or non-experienced guys will try to catch them. They don't want to break the group, they will try to imitate, and this could be really dangerous, even fatal for some of them. YouTube can show you hundreds of stories like this. Another important moment to consider is the difference between the engine sizes. It is obvious that with 600cc, let's say 50 horsepower, you cannot keep the same cruising speed that the guys with 1200 will. This will put you in one very uncomfortable situation that might cost you a lot, not only physically but also financially. Of course, here now you might resist and tell me that you're not going to follow anyone, you will ride in your own pace, you're not going to imitate. Yeah. This might work in 90% of the cases, but the bigger the group is, the faster the problems will start, without any exceptions. They will start arguing, you're riding too slow, we cannot wait you on every corner, please twist a bit, if you're fair, just travel alone, or many more like this. And as I said, the bigger the group is, the faster the problems will start. With all of this being said, it looks like a small group or maybe just one riding friend is the way to go, right? Yeah, absolutely. The less the people are, the fewer the problems will be, no doubts about it. But all the examples that I already gave you will have the same, more or less the same negative effect. Okay, it might come a little bit slower, it might take even years, but it will come. No, Pavlin, you're not right. I have a very good riding friend, we're riding from years, we understand each other very well, we made some compromises, but we are still okay. Oh, is that so? I have had as well. The more you ride, the difficult is going to be. Sooner or later, some problems will start. It might be just the riding style, the difference between the motorcycles, different budgets, or not matching the time schedule that you have. But sooner or later, the problems will start. And they will be very, very noticeable when you have hard riding days or difficult moments. Then you will start to argue for nothing. I'm telling you this from my own experience. Okay, you might be right, but what I'm gonna do when I'm not riding, later in the evening, when I stop riding? I don't want to stay alone. Well, on this question, only you can give the answer. If you're the type of person who cannot stay alone, that is only mean that you have no options. You can still or continue travel the way you did it until now and somehow enjoy your trips. That's it. Fair enough, I might believe even in this, but what about if I'm traveling alone and I have a serious accident? Well, I'm really sorry to disappoint you, my friend, but if you have an accident, you still need to handle all the pain and possible shame after that completely alone. There are no people or person around the world that can do it for you. All the possible, as I said, pain, shame and possible consequences after that will be only yours. Of course, if you're that lucky that your riding friend or member of the group is physician and he knows what to do, he might be even able to save your life, but this will be in very, very rare situations. The example that I can give you now is from my crash in Istanbul 2 years ago. Even if I've got a friend with me or a group with me, how exactly my friend or the group could help me in this situation? What are they supposed to do? To stay with me holding my hand until the police come? The accidents are happen very fast, and in most of the cases your riding friends won't even notice it until it's too late. Maybe if they are behind you they can see you, but in reality they cannot do anything about it. Yes, after the accident they can secure the terrain, they can inform the drivers behind you, they can give you first aid help if they know how, but this doesn't mean that if you're riding alone you won't receive this help. The drivers behind or someone that see you, it might even walk around, will come and help you. So you will receive basically the same help even from strangers. Unless you're riding completely alone in the place without any people, but this is a different story and I'm gonna tell you a little bit about it later. Let's go back again to my Istanbul accident. It took me like a week, almost 10 days to fix the bike and recover from my knee injury. And if I was riding with a group or even with one riding friend, what they or he supposed to do until I recover myself? Let's say 7 days. What they supposed to do? Paying hotel for 7 days, waiting for me to recover and continue together? No way, I will never ask them to do. So they will continue their trip alone and I will be left alone. As I told you already, during the accident and after the accident, all the consequences will be yours and you'll be completely alone to handle everything. Better is to learn it now than the hard way later. Pavlian, the title of the video was "Are there any benefits of solo riding?" But everything that you have done is to expose the cons of group riding, right? Did you make a mistake or you get it wrong or what? No guys, there is no mistake. I did it on purpose. First you have to see the danger if you want to prevent it in the future. Basically all of the cons that I already listed here with the group riding actually will disappear if you start riding alone. Back to the question, are there any benefits of riding alone? Hell yes, so many. Once you have done it, I highly doubt that you will ever go back to the group ridings. Actually, there are only 2 moments when I cannot recommend to ride alone. The first is when you need to ride some very technical or off-road tracks, and the second is when you go to completely remote areas. Only there you might need some friends with you. That's everything for today. If you want to learn more, you can always check the rest of the videos on the channel. I've got more than 1000. If you want to learn but you don't have the time, you might consider joining my online course. Over there for only 8 hours you'll be able to learn the most important, all the basics, and finally start with your dream adventures. At the moment I even offer 50% discounts. All the details in the description down below. See you next time. Ciao.